is Beston. I live in Cape Town. Also, I do delivery. Interbet helped me to realize my dreams. Now I have my own delivery vehicle and I'm able to do the removal in and around Cape Town.
Race 5 on the card. It's the first leg of jackpot number 2, and it's set to go over a new distance of 1400 meters at 14:45. That's the time that the race will go off at. At the time of the recording, there are 3 scratchings. The 3-horse Majestic Power comes out. The 5-horse Two Sides to a Story, as well as a 6-horse Master Vision does come out. So a field of 9 goes to post. And Dees, I thought that this was a tricky race and a race where you possibly need to go a bit wider. But what do you make of it? Are you in agreement with me on that?
I think just one of 2 ways of playing the exotics in this leg, Ryle, which is a conditional novice, and the best weighted column could be a guide for you. That's topped by Gaudi's Masterpiece at 86, Captain Seeger at 79, Cupid Song at 78, Genie at 77, and number 12, Love on Time. There's not much that you can choose between 8, 1, 4, and 12, but a clear standout in that best weighted column is Gaudi's Masterpiece. Now, how good is he is for you to judge. Well, if you're going to judge him on his maiden form, then he could be very good because he's got some serious names in his form line, including the likes of Bard of Adrian, that was in the Bloodstock South Africa Cup at Hollywood Bets Gravel over 1300 meters, cracking good second. Traveled to Gauteng for the Bloodstock South Africa Cup over 1400, was 4th, and that looks like a very good run behind the talented William Robertson, who we know has since come out to win the Tony Ruffle Stakes. And then in the Premier's Champions Challenge, that was Premier's Champion Stakes, should I say, the top lineup for 2-year-olds over 1600 meters, a Group 1. He was thrown in the deep end, and considering that he was only beaten 4 lengths by a talented field. So the form is clear to see, and therefore, when he was in maiden company last time out, he was the rightful odds-on favorite. He got the job done, and from that form line, Vegas Gold has come out to win. So you can make a strong case for him. How good is he? Well, on his maiden win, you can't judge him too much. I'm hoping that Beecham and Boy can come through and frank the form earlier on in the day as well. But on the runners that he's faced in the maiden runs and what they've gone on to do, especially a horse like William Robertson, then he could be, above this type of field when it comes to ability. But it is his first run out the maidens, and we'll see how he goes. If you're not in the camp of 11 Gaudi's Masterpiece, Ryle, the way I saw it is that there are runners that you can eliminate, but the runners to consider will be 1, Cupid Song, 7, Just for the Penny, have to give him a mention because of loyalty, 8, Captain Seeger, and 9, Casemiro. Those are the runners that I would back him up with if you're not convinced.
Yes, I quite like the 1-horse Cupid Song now on the poly track, well drawn in gate 1 with Sean Veal on a mark of 70. The last time this 4-year-old son of Oratorio was on a mark of 70, he ran a cracking second to Mr. Pigalle, beaten just over a length, and he had to give him 1 kg on that occasion. Keegan Namelo did ride him on that time, and I think that just he's drawn in gate 1. The poly track is a surface that he enjoys. 1400 meter trip is ideal for him, and I think he's going to give you a good run for your money. He offers you some nice value at around 8-9 to 1 in the market, so I think he's worth a play, and he's the 3rd best weighted horse in this lineup, so I'm going to lean towards the 1-horse Cupid Song as my top choice. The 8-horse Captain Seeger, really nice run last time out. He carried 61 kgs on his back, and I think his downfall in the race was that he was just a bit slow out, and that maybe may have just cost him getting closer. Whether he would have beaten Noble Snipe on that occasion, I'm not sure, but I think he was beaten by a nice horse on the day. The horse that ran second in the race, Brazil Nut, has come out to win, so that does help the form line. I think that Captain Seeger is going to go well in this lineup. He is the 2nd best weighted horse in this lineup. Warren Kennedy retains the ride, so I think he's another horse to include over this 1400 meter trip. And then the 7-horse, as Dees mentioned, Just for the Penny. He's been a frustrating horse to follow. He's tumbled down in the ratings. The blinkers do go on, and the pacifiers as well. He's a 5-year-old son of Just as well, so hopefully he could get it right, get his second career victory at the 26th attempt. But it's hard to be confident on him, Deez.
Yeah, I think that's the way I read it as well. It's either Gaudi's Masterpiece or a few runners. You know, when you spoke about Cupid Song, who has formed part of my selection, that run behind Lord Vari's Shampompo Shampizi has won, Noble Sniper and Mr. Gonzalez. And if you look at that run and compare him with a horse like Casemiro, Casemiro actually finished in front of him that day. And there was lots of money for Casemiro last time out. Do not forget, Paul Laverty had a very good day. He had Bully Bazooka win, Ballasicom win, and this was arguably the best runner on the day when I worked alongside Paul that day. And there were lots of trebles going into this horse, and big money was on him with regards to those trebles. And he was the disappointment for the yard because they fancied him strongly. So if you like Cupid's Song, don't leave out number 9, Casemiro, on that run behind Lord Vares. And it is a strong form line as well. So in recapping, Rael, do you agree 11 Gaudi's Masterpiece, maybe in one perm, take a chance, bank of this horse, and then take a cover perm and include horses that you fancy? Number 1, Cupid Song, 7 Just for the Penny, 8 Captain Seeger, 9 Casemiro. I don't think I'm missing anything else in the race, am I?
I think maybe also throw in the 12 horse Love on Time, who won on the poly track in his penultimate. Last time out, it was a disappointing effort when he was beaten by Noble Sniper. He is drawn wide, but maybe just throw him in. I think that he's got the ability. He's been fancied in 4 of his 5 starts to date, strongly fancied of that. And then in his penultimate run, he did get the job done fairly comfortably in a shallow race, but maybe throw the 12 horse in Love on Time. And going back to what you said about Gaudi's Masterpiece, I think maybe you can banker him in one perm. On paper, he should be the right horse in the race, and he should go very close. The 2.5 kgs off his back will certainly help his chances, but from the draw, it's a slight concern, and polytrack for the first time. So we'll see how he does go, but I think it's a field where you can go wide and expect a result.
Expect a result. So it's either Gaudi's Masterpiece or the field. I think that's the way to play it in race number 5. And Gaudi's Masterpiece, we'll see how good he is. He's got the maiden form represented by some very useful names. He looked at the right horse last time out. Can he go back to back? Well, in the best weighted column, he's a clear standout.
My name's Danny Diliberto, founder of Ladles of Love. It was founded back in 2014. Communities we work with are all over the peninsula, and we're working with 138 beneficiaries now. We've grown exponentially. We've been able to do that because of all the kindness that we have experienced from individuals and corporates such as Interbet, who just want to be part of the change.